All right, Dave Blaze, we're live. This is unprecedented ground.
Well, let me explain what's going on to the audiences on Facebook and YouTube.
All right.
So basically, we want to stream not only on Facebook and YouTube, but also on TikTok. And Gene has a great TikTok account, so we're going to use
Right.
one.
Right. These people.
So what we're doing is we tried to get the RTMP credentials and all of that. And apparently, you have to be a member of some secret society to be able to get that. So instead,
Member of Skull and Bones.
yeah. So instead, we're doing it this way, where Gene is just pointing the camera at another screen that has us on it.
All right, it's working. But see, the thing is, the people on TikTok, they get to see the behind the scenes. So don't go anywhere. I'm just saying it's cool. But guys, if you have to see what I had to deal with, because Dave's like, get the key to put it on streaming TikTok. I was like, I can't find it, and so I couldn't find it.
And seriously, once we dove into this deeper, you seriously have to become a member of some secret society with secret handshakes in order to get the streaming credentials. It's just amazing.
So I got a touch screen. I forgot to do the thing, so I get to press the button, right?
Oh boy!
Behind the scenes, everyone gets to see.
Everybody's here. Lorian's here. Phil, Tracy, Stella, Teresa, and Teresa. That's great.
All right. So also joining us on here, and I got just because the first time I got to do this, so I can say hello to everyone here. I get to flip the camera around, and this one I just want to let everyone know. So this is the first time we've ever done this, and you get this behind the scenes. So anyway, I'm talking to the people from TikTok. Great people.
Tell them that it's behind the scenes 6 or 7 more times. I don't think they got it the first 4.
Come on, TikTok is different. They just run in like in the like.
I know. Hey, Daniel.
All right. So anyway, there we are.
William. Great.
All right. Do you want to just get? I gotta wear my glasses because
wear glasses. So to everyone on Facebook, it's not that Gene is deliberately this time ignoring you. He's actually trying to navigate between the audience on TikTok and everybody here on.
It's so cool because I can see what the buttons I press. There's buttons here, like there's a lot of buttons.
Presses buttons.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna do the first story, Dave.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. See, I normally I use the cursor thing, but I've got to use my finger now. See, how about that? All right, Dave Blaze, the first story here. This is interesting. This is, oh my goodness. So I got to read it from here. Okay, this is a story, Dave Blaze, that we've been waiting to tell because we did this, 3 years ago, the cover story with.
Yeah, about 3 years ago. There it is. 3 years
ago, we talked about the people, the Christians in Nigeria getting killed.
Right.
And during that, we still do a reporter on the ground documenting it, right? So the other thing I'm going to talk about in a second is this PSYOP thing, which is interesting. We'll talk more about that later. But this is from, if you can believe it, not if you can believe, I know you can, from 3 years ago, before Trump was president. And then while he does it, right, now he's back in office and he's the champion. He's the champion of these people. He attacked the people persecuting Christians.
Well, right. It got to a point where those rebel gangs or whoever it is in Nigeria would the amount of killings that was going on was immense.
Right.
So Trump had the intel and ordered strikes, military airstrikes against their their areas there where they I guess where they live.
Okay.
So that's quite a few people.
So in the news today, the 3-star general that is right now in Nigeria, the interesting thing about it is
Wait a minute. How many stars?
3 stars.
3-star general. Great.
Right. He is there, but the interesting thing, and this audio is a little bit low, but the neat thing about this is he used to be this general. By the way, his name is John W. Brennan, not John Brennan, like you would imagine the CIA guy. But
Right.
this is a 3-star general, and he used to be in the special forces for the 8th PSYOP group.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna show the video here.
You never met a PSYOPer before in your early days in SOF. How about between then and now?
Sure.
Like, can you share any of your experiences working with PSYOP soldiers?
Absolutely. So I think the first exposure I had to PSYOP was when we were hunting Noriega down in Panama, seeing the loudspeaker teams blasting AC/DC at the church at the commandancy and the church where Noriega was holed up. And finally the priest just said, get him out of here, because it was just too intense for him.
Okay, so Dave, that's what he's doing. This is the 3-star general right there, and it shows the Trump administration basically working with the Nigerian government to prevent these Christians.
Right. So 2 things. Special Forces is out of Fort Bragg in North Carolina.
Okay.
Right. And also the majority of the personnel used in capturing Maduro was out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Let's not forget that. The other thing is that it's interesting that he would send a 3-star general down there that's an expert in PSYOPs. So what they're looking to do is work with the Nigerian government using psychological operations to basically defeat the rebel gangs and those that are murdering the Christians.
Wasn't really quick? Wasn't Fort Bragg also the place where they built the fake Maduro castle?
Yes, that's right.
So imagine this: they actually built a live, to scale mansion that looked exactly like Maduro, and then it was the Delta Force that went in there and trained, and it never leaked. That in itself is amazing.
That's right. So this is a very big thing, and it's interesting because our man on the ground in Nigeria, who's actually submitting an article here for issue 41, is saying that the Christians there are praying for the Christians here, which I found very heartfelt, because it's like, Christians here always take it for granted that we're not under persecution, but those that are being persecuted are praying for us.
Right, because they probably get stronger. They get God helping them out with their persecution. They get stronger. Yeah. Where we get what's that word called? We take it for granted.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do the next story here. All right, Dave Blaze. The next story we have, and this is from the Dispatch. This is interesting. This is the Abraham Lincoln here, which, how can I say this? Is being deployed for that area of the CENTCOM, I think they call it, Dave.
Well, whether it's CENTCOM or whatever the central command is, the thing is, what the president is doing is he had so great success with the quote unquote armada that he sent down into the Caribbean to before we went after Maduro in Venezuela. He's sending a similar armada over into the waters by Iran.
Right. And this is international water, so it doesn't belong to anybody. But whenever the United States puts their boats there, it's like the cool kids club at the cafeteria. They pick the table, it belongs to everyone. But once the United States puts themselves there, they're like, okay, we're patrolling it, and that's what they're doing.
Right.
All right.
We'll let you know who can pass and who can't pass. And
right. I mean, it's the cool kids club, but it's the United States Navy, basically.
That's what we're doing with the oil tankers coming out of and trying to get to Venezuela. Right. We're in international waters and we are just seizing them. Really
quick on the people we were talking with on TikTok, we were talking about how this was to prevent another Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do the next that video that goes along with this.
Basically, CENTCOM is responsible for all military action in Central Asia and the Middle East, including Iran and Iraq. CENTCOM was established on January 1st, 1983, largely in response to the Iranian hostage crisis, the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan, and the Iran-Iraq war. At first, CENTCOM was mainly concerned with the Soviet Union invading countries in that region. But by 1988, CENTCOM's commander-in-chief, Norman Schwarzkopf, shifted the focus to possible threats from within the region, like Iraq's Saddam Hussein.
Now, Gene, before we go any further with CENTCOM and Norman Schwarzkopf, a great general, here's the thing. Let's not forget that the tankers, the oil tankers that are coming in and trying to get out and so on, down in the Caribbean with Venezuela, that are constantly attempting ins and outs are Russian. You're not seizing Chinese vessels because they're on it. They're all Russian.
Right. No, listen, we have been the first to bring out a lot of this about what it is. And my whole thing with it is that, generally speaking, you have people that are like, well, why are we involved with these things? But it's for national security, all of it. All right.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. Let's do the next story here.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is interesting here. Let me make sure I got this right. All right, this is Donald Trump basically with this whole issue. And this is from the Dispatch, where, how can I say this? He is not commenting right now with what happened with the new shooting, which no one wants it. But I think America is dividing into two camps. I'd like to see what the people weighing in on. All
right. So let me just say a few things on this. Number one, and I'm sure this is widespread, no American wants to see killings in the street. All right, nobody wants to see that. Number two, who the hell brings you're going down, you're protesting in a rabble rouser way against federal authorities with ICE, and you bring a gun? Who does that?
Okay.
Why would you do that? That's number two. Hold on. Number two. Number three, if you're truly trying to make a point, you're peacefully assembling, which that's our constitutional right. Not throwing bricks through windows and all this other nonsense. But if you really want to protest and so on, let the federal authorities do their job. You're showing your displeasure, right? That's number three. Four is when the January 6th thing was happening at the Capitol, there were all calls from governors and mayors across the country for President Trump to tell the protesters to stop. And, you got to stop all this. You got to stop all this. Where are the calls for Governor Walz and that mayor, what's his name? Fruity? I don't even know his name. No, where are them to call off their people?
No, well, what it is a lot of people here, they feel like, how are you defending someone that was killed right there? But what we're saying, or at least I'm saying, is like, hey, where's the role of the local government to keep people away? All right, let me.
Getting at that's what. Where are the calls for Governor Walz to tell the people to knock it off?
Okay.
Then where is the local law enforcement? Law enforcement that normally in all other states is working with the federal authorities, with ICE, to round up certain people and so on. They work together. Not here. Who are these? Supposedly our partners in the law.
The feds are out there trying to do targeted extractions against a bad guy who's got this domestic violence history, and they're getting no help from the locals. And as a result, their perimeter is penetrated by somebody that could very easily have been kept off the set if you just had some uniforms who were there that are cooperating, that could secure the block as they try to extract the guy they're going after.
So my point with this, Dave, is that there is some responsibility too for like local law enforcement to basically like, hey, if they're picking someone up, that they say, okay, let's get everyone away from it because they got to pick up this guy that's doing something bad.
Explain to the folks how it normally goes.
Okay, normally speaking, when there is a federal agency, they go in there, FBI or whatever, and they say, we need to collect this person, this person, this person, right? Then the local says, okay, in this place, if you go in there, it could be dangerous, a lot of people, so we'll cordon off that area so you can just do your stuff and pick the guy up. But they're not doing that.
No. As a matter of fact, there are reports that the local law enforcement were providing coffee and donuts to the protesters.
And
refreshments.
All right. So two more stories to go. You want to do the next one? This is the sad one.
I got to tell you, something has to happen to diffuse this thing because these lunatics are up there. It's not going to be a good thing. And then we also have reports that that members of our favorite quote unquote network are up there causing more trouble. But that's a separate issue.
I know. All right, let's do this next one. This one's a sad one right here. Let me do this. All right, everyone. This is from the Dispatch, by the way, and this is a very interesting story here. This is about France, and what France wants to do is have this law that I guess 16 and under can't go on social media. There, and it's already, I believe Australia already has a law. We talked about it before, but what's your thoughts, Dave?
Yeah, well, this is France's effort, along with other European nations, to crack down on these nihilist, violent extremism gangs that are online, and they specifically prey on young children. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. So that's why Macron is saying anyone under 15 cannot be on social media.
Okay. At the same time, I think as Americans, we're like, do we need another law to do this? Or is, I think that's what the issue is here.
Well, the problem is that's how all of our laws come about, right? Because all of a sudden there's this thing that you didn't think was a problem, but now it's become a massive problem. Listen, these nihilists, whether you want to call them nihilists or black pillars, whatever it is, everywhere, everything is terrible. It's pointless to live. I can't make it. I have no time. I'm not going to make it. I mean, everything can't suck always all the time.
Okay, I'm going to play this video so they know basically what Kash Patel is doing, Director Patel is doing, and it's because of this thing. And then after this, I'd like to take a second here to say hello to everyone on TikTok.
Go ahead.
All right.
764 is an exploitation ring that targets children on various social media sites, mostly between the ages of 10 and 17. It was started back in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic by then 15-year-old Bradley Cadenhead. Members target and blackmail vulnerable minors and coerce them into various acts of violence, including self-harm, animal abuse, even suicide, and all while streaming it online so others can watch. The FBI has referred to this ring as modern-day terrorism and says its focus is on destroying society.
All right.
Okay, so that's a very tame description. And because we're all adults here, let me just say this. What they do, now you might think, the blackmailing children? What could you blackmail a child? What they do with these children is they get their brains so scrambled with this misery that they get them to get naked on camera in front of others, okay, and harm themselves, cut their wrists, slash themselves, cut and eat their own hair, all sorts of crazy things. And then in private, they get them to do even more extraordinary things and send pictures. And then with those pictures, they blackmail the children. Imagine being 9, 10 years old and being blackmailed.
And this is what Kash Patel is fighting. So he's actually doing something.
Right. actively, the FBI under Cash Patel is going after not only 764, they're almost wiped out, but all of them. They're springing up all over the place, and it's.
All right, let me do this. If you want to take not even a break, I just want to say hello to everyone. Because by the way, if you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, we have our my TikTok people here.
Well, what we're doing, let me just remind the people, maybe somebody that came in new. So for the folks on Facebook and YouTube,
thank you guys.
What we're doing is Gene is actually mirroring the screen that you're looking at to the TikTok audience, and we're trying to get everybody together into one big tent, because that's what George Magazine is. It's a big tent. We welcome a lot of people in, varying opinions and so forth. Unless they don't like Gene's hair. If they don't like Gene's hair, they're out.
One second, I got to do this thing. There we go. All right, good. All right, just so you know,
shut it off?
No. I guess that if after a while we're live on this, they have to verify that I'm actually here doing something.
Okay. All right. So we got April, we got Trace, Daniel. All right. Debbie.
That's not Tony.
Sam, Tracy is great.
Tony.
Stella
from Kings Park.
Yes, it is horrible, Stella. Susan Wright, we got to protect the kids. That's really what it's about. But it's interesting because a lot of people think that, you talk. Oh, save the children. Say, I got a new charity, save the children, America's children, whatever. And we as citizens think, oh, these guys are doing good work, so we're sending them money. Meanwhile, they're not doing anything. The real guys doing the job is under Cash Patel, the FBI, Pambot. They are going after these people hot and heavy. So, all right, pray for them.
We got one more story to do here. Hey, by the way, thank you very much.
All right,
for everyone joining us on both ends here. All right, we got this. This is the fun story of the day, right?
If I miss calling out anybody, it's
all right. Here we go. Okay, we're the last one for the day. This is the fun one. This is did you watch any football this weekend? This is Drake May.
Of course, I watched both games. They were both great games.
All right. So what do you think? They're calling this guy like why are they making this guy the next?
Play the video. Play the video so we could really get into it with this Peyton Manning.
All right.
And at the Pro Bowl games too, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever had some lofty praise for the young man.
So you can tell he's a natural leader. And then when you watch him throw, which Eli and I get to do down there, Eli and I spend time with the college quarterbacks. I mean, his arm just jumps out at you, and then his athletic ability. So, and then the fact that he got to play so much as a rookie. And you see Drake, he's very accountable. When things go well, you see him giving credit to his receivers and linemen. When things don't go well, you see him starting with himself, right?
All right.
That guy, let me tell you something. There was a tremendous rivalry, and apparently there still is, between Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. So anytime that Peyton Manning can elevate someone else and throw shade at Tom Brady unseemingly, like he does, like, oh, I wasn't doing that. But that's exactly what he was doing. He's praising this new young quarterback that was in one championship game. All right, they're heading to the Super Bowl. Brady was how many Super Bowls did Brady win? 6, 9?
I think he's got I don't know, probably 5. I know he's got 2 hands to do it. So
yeah, Tracy wants to praise Brett Favre, but Brett Favre's over here. Let's keep him over here for a minute. Go Packers, but still. So anyway, I think Peyton Manning's just terribly jealous of Brady, and anytime he can throw some shade at him, he does.
Well, it's
not that the guy isn't a good quarterback.
All my teams are out, so it doesn't matter with it. So all my teams are out.
Your team was out week 1.
All right, guys.
started in last and they finished. Didn't they finish in last place?
Jets fan. Come on. There has to be Jets fans in there somewhere.
And they even
All right.
tried 4 different color uniforms this year.
All right. Hey, can I show everyone here on my end? Okay, thanks for everyone out there. I want to show what it looks like when we close the show, because we need to do that. Do we do that?
Can you do what?
I want to close out the show.
What are you saying? So we're gonna close close the show. Listen, folks, don't forget to go to GeorgeMagazine.com, sign up for the Dispatch. Gene's a little discombobulated. Not that he was ever combobulated. So just go there, get the Dispatch. You'll love it. It's in your email every morning, but by 9:30, Lord willing, and it has stories curated.
I'm just saying it's like having a guest in the room for the first time. I want to show them how all the buttons. There's a lot of buttons to press. Can you do that? All right.
All right, that's good.
Thank you so much for joining us once again. Don't forget, go to GeorgeMagazine.com, get the Dispatch. All these stories get emailed to you first thing in the morning. I know that because the team here, Dave Blaze and I, go through all these stories to bring them to you. Yeah. And then I have to wake up early because everything, according to Dave, is on East Coast time.
Yeah, that's right. It's the only time that matters.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget to go to GeorgeMagazine.com and sign up for the Dispatch. It's free. Get the emails and the news stories. And check us out Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can check us out on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you then.